Hi everyone, this is Lisa from Anaya's Toy Box Crochet, and I'm here to tell you what I've been up to. Thank you all for coming. I do love showing off my makes, and I'm so happy that you come and watch. I hope you're really enjoying these videos. Anyways, you can find me on social media as Anaya's Toy Box. I am on Etsy, on Ravelry, on Instagram and Facebook, and all the links are down below, including my email if you want to email me for any reason. Anyways, what have I been up to this week? I have 3 FOs to show you and 2 whips. So the first FO I'm going to show you is right here. I should have a picture popping up, although it's not right now, but it should be somewhere in this vicinity. And that's the baby blanket that I showed last week. So this is a collab effort or collab blanket because both my mother and I worked on it. My mom's here, which I forgot to mention last week. My mom's here, and at the end of the week, we're going back to Montreal together. But for now, we made this blanket. We went to visit the parents-to-be yesterday, and so we gave it to them. And my mom also made a hat, which I forgot to take a picture of, that goes with that same yarn. The yarn is Bernat Baby, and I forget the name of the colorway. But it's done, and the parents liked it, which is good. I'm looking down because I'm just seeing if I used to be really good with Ravelry, and I would put all my yarns down, my hook sizes down, everything. But nowadays, the only thing I put down is my yarn. Oh, I did. It's Funny Prints. So it's the Bernat Baby Sport Solid, and it is, hi sweetheart. The colorway is Funny Prints. Do you need to tell us something? Right there, next to the fridge. Okay. Anyways, I got that yarn. I won in a giveaway from Crochet Done My Way by Wendy, and it took 1 and a bit to make that. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So that is my first FO. My second FO is this guy. This is my lemon bunny, and again I'm looking down because I'm on Ravelry looking up the project. So this one I used, I really do like it. I love it. I added a tail to it. There was no tail in the pattern. She's made out of Premier Basics in the colorway linen. This is Bernat. I don't remember the colorway. Did I write it down? No, I didn't. This is Amigo XL. I don't remember the colorway. And this colorway is, again, Premier Basics in the colorway Mustard. So this is what I made. I did change it slightly. I did add a tail. But I also made the ears. I sewed it onto the hat, because the ears, the way the pattern has it, it droops down, and I have discovered I don't like droopy downy ears for rabbits, so I put it on the top. This is, and bear with me, I'm not going to be pronouncing right, but it'll be linked down below. Trangayanami is the designer of it. I am sure I am saying it wrong, and I apologize, but it'll be linked down below, so you'll be able to look it up. I did buy it on Etsy, the pattern, but it is available in Ravelry too. But anyways, this is what I made, and I really do like it. I like the way she did the hat. It's very simple, but it's like, duh, why didn't I think of that? I do like the way she did the hat. So this is what I did. I don't usually like sewing ears, but this isn't removable, so I think that's okay. So done. And my next FO is this bear. Now I have had him done for a bit. Again, I'm looking down, I'm sorry. I'm just looking for it in my Ravelry store, a Ravelry project page, so I can talk to you about it. So I wanted to use my Premier Neon Stripe Vivid, or what is it called again? Premier, well, the new roll, the Vivid roll, okay? And I really wanted to use it. I got the colorway Glow Warm. And I've been looking at patterns where I think the color changes won't look too jarring. And it took me a while to settle with this pattern. This is Bear with Scarf by Ilara Kaliri. Again, it'll be linked to down below. And this one is a free pattern. You can find it on her webpage, and I'll put the Ravelry link to it, so it'll link you to her webpage. But this is what I made. I do really like it. I gotta tell you, it's given me Halloween vibes, so it feels almost like a skeleton bear. I love it. I love the way it turned out. I do wish, I don't know if it's unreasonable of me for wishing this, but when you need to cut the yarn and you need to tie a knot, I wish you would continue with the color change. Like, for instance, I started this. We just started on, you know how there's 2 shades of black here? We just started on the 2 shades of black. So this leg should have been black, and the black should have worked up there and then gone into the purples. But there was a knot right here, and it started back at the color pink, which was already done in the roll. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you're working the roll, there's a certain color change. The pink I had just finished it right here, and it restarted. So this is pink instead of black. And for this project, it doesn't really matter, but I do wish that when you need to cut the yarn, you continue with the colors, the way the color orders go, instead of putting any random stuff in. But anyways, I finished this. I have this much yarn left, and this is too much to put in a basket, but I don't want to stash it. So I've been thinking of what I should do, and I'm thinking this, I had no intention of making the scarf, but this bear, by the way, if you look at the pattern, gives off Christmas vibes, and this one, the one I made with this color changes, gives off Halloween vibes. But I think I'm going to make the scarf, maybe not exactly the way she did it, but I will make the scarf just so I can use up more of this yarn, and I can put the rest in a basket, because I'm having a hard time thinking of what to do. Like, I have all these littles right here that is too much to put in a basket, but at the same time, I just don't want to store it. I don't want to stash it. I think I'll make the scarf with it, even though I had no intention of making the scarf. I thought of it today when I was sewing this up today, because I'm like, oh no, I did a bad job sewing it up. Eek. I'll have to fix that. It wasn't too bad. But anyways, while I was sewing it up, I was looking at this yarn, and I'm like, what am I going to make with this? And I realized I could just put the scarf in, so I think I will put the scarf in. Anyways, those are my FOs. 3 of them. Yeah, 3 of them. So I want to show you my sweater. This is my sweater. I have 3, I had 3 skeins or 3 hanks of this Noro Nishiki yarn in the colorway Wallflower, put aside for this sweater, but 3 is not enough. So I added the LRA to it. The LRA is LRA Denim DK. I also have 3 of these. Oh, that's right there. LRA Denim DK. So I finished off 2 hanks of the Noro in this project. I hope I'm not doing anything. So I finished off 2 of the hanks of Noro here, and I'm keeping the 3rd for sleeves and trimming. I probably won't use all of it, but I don't want to play around with it and then run out of yarn and say, oh, I should have left more behind. So I just kept 1 entire hank right here for the sleeves and for the trimming. And so this is where I was last time I showed it to you. I had just started the 2nd hank of Noro, and I finished it. And so now I'm on the LRA, and I think it's working out, because I don't know if you recall, but I told you this is a 4-weight yarn. Although it's roving, it was on a thinner side of a 4-weight yarn, and there are some parts of it that are really, really thin, but there are some parts of it that are thicker than 4. But overall, it was a thin 4-weight yarn, and I am pairing it with a DK yarn, which is what the pattern calls for. And So I switched hook sizes. So I worked this with a 5mm or H hook, and this I'm working with a 5.5mm or I hook. And I have worked up quite a bit of it before I got tired of the herringbone half double crochet. I got really tired of doing it, so I'm taking a break from this. But I got all the way, I finished the Noro, and I finished one roll, I believe. Yeah, I finished one roll of the LRA, and this is where I have attached the second ball, and I'm working on that. I have started the sleeves. With this pattern, the sleeves, since you work up this way and then work to the shoulders. So the sleeves, I'm on the shoulders, I guess, or the armpits at this moment. So the sleeves are worked up like this. And I've started the decreases here to make up the shoulder part of it. And I will be working on this. I just needed a break from the herringbone half double. And it will be done soon, I hope. But here we are. I am still debating on whether I want to use the Noro yarn on the sleeves. Like, I think I want to make it mostly the LRA and have just on the bottom maybe like a cuff like this of the Noro Nishiki. I hope these yarns go good together. I mean, I didn't buy any yarn specifically to go with the wallflower. I wanted to get, well, I did, but I'm not using that one. I had bought a yarn I bought one skein of this the first time I bought it, and one hank, so I had bought like another color to go with it. I didn't buy enough for a sweater though, of all of it. And then when it came back on sale, I bought 2 more, thinking I'll just make a shawl out of all 3 of them, but I didn't end up making a shawl. I'm making a sweater. And so this is what I have so far, and I love the LRA. The LRA Denim DK is in cotton. It's 100%, it's a finest Egyptian cotton is what this one says. It's a really nice yarn. I love it. The Noro is nice too. I love the color changes in the Noro, and I'm hoping this will make a really pretty sweater. And I'm hoping I could wear it. I mean, I probably won't be able to wear it too much during the summer. It'll be too hot because the half double herringbone crochet stitch is a very dense stitch, which makes for a heavy sweater. But I'm hoping, like, you know, late summer and early springs maybe, I will be able to wear this sweater. But here I am actually a little nervous about the size. I made the first one the extra large size, and when I made this one and I put it around my waist, it looked really big. So I made the extra large and it looked really big, so I dropped down to a large, and I'm hoping it works out, because what I'm suspecting is, even though the gauge worked out with the H hook, I don't know why this yarn just wants to be the large size instead of the extra large size. I don't know why. I can't figure it out, because I did do a gauge swatch with the Noro and with the LRA to figure out which hook I needed, and that's what it should have been. I don't know. But anyways, that's what I got done. I will be working on this, and I will finish it soon. I don't think I'm going to take months in this. I just needed a little break from the half double herringbone crochet stitch. So I decided to join a CAL. Amanda from Obsessive Crochet Lady, and Sam from Manfaz Makes, and Rebecca from Sarah-Coda Crafts is doing a CAL, and they're doing a shawl, which I don't have it in front of me, and I'll tell you why in a bit. And I thought, ooh, I'll join that. And so I went and I took out my Darn Good yarn, because I had promised myself, like the first time I had to subscribe to Darn Good Yarn, I ended up stashing the yarn a lot. So I had a lot, and I had to stop and work through it. I still have some from the first time. And so the second time I joined Darn Good Yarn, I told myself, we're not stashing, we're using. I bought the 3, so it's easier to use because I'll be able to make bigger projects out of it. And I don't get it anymore, but this is one of the colorways I got. This one, it was called Winter. Where's the, it's right here. I don't have to guess. Oops, wrong bag. Is this it? Yeah, Winter Sunset. This is the yarn I'm using. It is a DK weight yarn, and there's 50 grams and 110 yards, and I have 3 of these. So I thought, like, I looked at the top of it, and it looked like a simple yarn, because a simple pattern, which means like it's better for crocheting with such busy yarns, the simple stuff, because you don't need the stitches to show. So I thought, ooh, I'll do that. So I started it, and I did it according to pattern up till here. And then we came to the puff stitch rows, and the puff stitch wasn't working. I mean, yes, it was working. I was making the puff stitch, but you couldn't see it. You couldn't tell that is a puff stitch or anything like that. So I had already actually finished a skein before the puff stitch started. Like I finished right here, and I was about to start the puff stitch rows, and then I'm like, do I really want to frog this when I've already worked up an entire cake of it? And I thought about it, and I said no. So I continued, but I'm doing kind of my own thing, but kind of with the pattern, but not really. So this isn't part of the cal. This is just me playing around. So I just continued. So I got to these, I think she calls it large windows. And then here we were supposed to start the puff stitch rows, and instead I decided I'm going to do 5 rows of double crochet. So I did that, and instead of, I thought about doing the little windows, but I decided not to at the end because I wasn't sure I had enough yarn to finish this. So I decided I'm going to do the big ones because it takes less yarn. So I did the big windows again, and then I did another 5 rows of double crochet, and I ran out of yarn. And I did 4 comfortably and ran out of yarn. So then I picked up this. This one is, where are you? Wrong bag again. Okay, this one is DK weight herbal dyed in the colorway Rose. It's also 3 weight, but it is a thinner 3 weight. As you can see, it says 120 yards, whereas the other one was 50 grams and said 110 yards. It is thinner. It's a lot thinner, but I'm still using it. I do think the colors go good together, but I wish it was more like this pink instead of this. I love that pink though. That pink is gorgeous. Anyways, I bought 3 of these during the sale that they had, the winter, at the end of winter they had a sale, and I used my points and got 3 of these yarns because I loved it. I got it originally in my the first subscription box that I had, the first time I did the Darn Good Yarn subscription box. I got it then and I loved it, and so when I saw it was on sale, I took my points and I bought 3 more of these. I already used the first one. I don't have that anymore. So I am adding, it's probably going to be 2 that I'm adding, maybe a little bit of the 3rd to this shawl because I feel like it's long enough. I just want to finish the repeat. So I'm doing like, I'm going to do this big window part again, which I have already started, and then I'm going to do the 5 rows of double crochet, and then I'm going to do the border, and then I'll be done. So this one is close to done. It did not take long. I was using this hook right here, which is a K hook or a 6.5 millimeter, and it took very little time and very little concentration because it is an easy pattern to follow. If you plan to do that cal and you want to join along, it is an easy pattern to do. It is easy to memorize, at least the first 2 sections. I didn't do the next 2 sections, so I'm not going to say anything, but it looks easy enough. But here we are, we have this really busy yarn. I do like the colorway, but when I opened it, I really wish they didn't put the pink in the Winter Sunset colorway. Not that I don't like pink, I did choose to buy pink here. But I just felt like when it had just the dark colors and the turquoise to make it pop a little bit, it would just be nicer. Like if you see, there's like these dark blues and navy blue right here, and they have a little bit of turquoise and a little bit of maroon right here. Where is it? My finger here. And I think without the pink, that would have looked less busy. But you know what? The pink is there. Gotta live with it. So I'm making the shawl, and I do like the way it looks. I really do. I do wish this pink was a little brighter to go with this pink, but you know, it is what it is. I like it though. It's almost finished. It will be finished next time you see it. I probably will be taking it to Montreal with me. If I don't, I'll try to remember to take a picture so I can show you. Did I forget to put this back up? I'll put it back up. All right. So I'll try to remember to take a picture of it so I can show you the finish if I don't take it to Montreal. Anyway, so life update. School is almost over here. We have 2 more days of school. I know all of you people are like, what? School finished in May. Not for me. Not for my kids. We're still at school. And we're going to finish school on Tuesday. So we have 2 more days of school. And then it'll be Eid Mubarak to everybody on Wednesday. And then on Friday, my mom is going back to Montreal and we're going with her. So the next time I record, I will be in Montreal. I also wanted to let you know I have started a sister segment. I don't know. It is where I'm going to show the exact same stuff in this video that I showed and say maybe a little less, because although Bengali is my first language that I learned, I am like any typical first generation person. Like, it might have been the first language I learned, but I'm more comfortable with the English. So the words flow easier in English. So even though I will be making the same video, I'd probably have more content in this video just because the words come easier. But I will be making a Bengali video for people who are Bengali and want to watch that sort of stuff. And I've decided I'm not going to post them both on the same day. But it's the exact same content as here. I will be showing off the exact same stuff. Just so you know, there will be a second language video, and the video is the exact same thing as this video, as my what I've been up to videos. Just wanted to let you know, I'll probably post it on a different day. I'm gonna make that video right now. Yeah, in case you're confused, like, oh, midweek there's another what I've been up to, what's going on, that's why, because I'm making it in a different language. It's the same thing though. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, I'm trying it out. We'll see how it goes. I might not continue, but for now I'm trying it out, doing the Bengali videos. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to hear more from me, please subscribe. Bye.